Hi, I'm Brooke Brody, and I'm here with Nichole Kammers today for an agent spotlight. This is to get to know one of your agents a little bit better, what makes them tick, maybe some fun stuff. So Nichole, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Nichole Kammers. I am 42. I've been in real estate just a little over 5 years. I am a mom of 2 beautiful girls, and I have a stepdaughter and a stepson as well.
All right, and what area do you live in for everybody so they know?
Yeah, so I live in Carmel, Indiana, and I work pretty much all of the greater Indianapolis area.
All right, so just to get to know you a little bit, tell me something about you that people assume that is completely wrong.
Yeah, so when I first start working in a transaction or just meeting people, I am overly kind, and I think a lot of people end up thinking I'm a pushover because I come across just very understanding, but I tend to be a better negotiator than people initially think.
I like that. I like when people underestimate her because it's really fun. That's one of my favorite saying. Like, go ahead, underestimate me. This is definitely one of the girls that applies to as well. So if I asked 3 of your past clients, 3 words to describe you, how would they describe you?
They would say that I communicate well, I am empathetic, and that I always stay positive through the transaction.
All right, and one more thing. This is kind of like my thing. So I want to know a soul spark moment. What that means is like a golden moment in your life that if you could recreate, if you could relive, when you're looking back, oh my God, that made me feel alive. So I'm going to call that a soul spark moment. What is one of those for you?
Okay, so last year my husband and I got to take a trip to Fiji, which in itself was absolutely amazing. But we got to tour these gardens, and the gardens were so beautiful. They had so many species of orchids, which was really cool to see. But just the beauty of the sun coming through, all the beautiful trees, the tropical atmosphere. I could have spent days just walking through the gardens. It was just definitely a moment. And then they even had this swing, so you could huge swing. You could just swing out over all the gardens and the water. It's really cool.
It makes me want to be there for sure. Can we go right now?
Yes.
All right, so let's get into real estate a little bit. What got you into real estate?
So I got into real estate because my husband and I had sold, between the 2 of us as we moved in together, we had bought and sold 4 houses. We added up how much commission that we gave to our realtors in that 1 year. And we knew that eventually we were going to get into investing. So we decided one of us needed to have our license. As we moved forward with that, and I did my training, I realized how much I enjoyed it. And it kind of sparked so many boxes of the things that I like to do. So customer service is a big one, training, having something that's different every day. So I decided not to do it part-time, but to go in full-time, 2 feet in, all the way.
That is a really great way to get into it and to know if it's for you is to start investing. So, but you can not all agents are created equally. I will say that. And so what is something that makes you different from some of the other agents?
So one thing I always tell my agent or my clients, especially in a first introduction when we're getting to know each other, they're deciding if they want to use me. I like to tease and say, if you choose me as your realtor, you will never get rid of me. You will hear from me multiple times a year. You will get, I will ask to catch up. I will give you feedback. I will give you values for your house. I will always be around forever.
Forever. Do you hear that? I don't know if that's a threat or a promise, but in this case, it is for sure a promise. And so what is one thing that you would say that you do consistently that drives your success?
It is the follow-up. It is making my calls. It is writing my notes. I wouldn't be successful if I didn't consistently follow up with my sphere and my past clients.
Yeah. And then, so on that, so if there's only one habit that you could define your success down into, what would that be?
Making calls, just keeping the connections, keeping the networking, building the relationships.
Okay, so call your people. Did you hear us?
Build the relationships.
Don't tell me that you haven't talked to your sphere because you haven't. Call them. And so would you tell somebody, like, if they were thinking about getting into real estate?
I would say it's not an easy job. A lot of people get into it thinking it's easy. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of long hours at first, but it is super rewarding. And once you get it going, it's totally worth it.
Yeah. What is next for you? What's next for you in this coming year?
Yeah, so I have worked really hard in the past 6 to 8 months to build my pipeline. I currently have 5 buyers and sellers looking. I have 4 closings in the next month. So I just want to keep that momentum rolling and really help build my sphere and help as many people as I can. And maybe, just maybe, by the end of the year, Andy I will be buying a investment property.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's great. And one of the things I love about Nichole is not only did you see she has 4 clients that she's closing on, she has 5 buys and sells, so that's 14 transactions currently going on in her pipeline right now. But through all of that, you are also really, really engaged in the real estate community. My boards are local MLS. She's in multiple boards. She's doing the charity golf outing. You just graduated from the Real Academy.
Yep.
Which is very prestigious.
I'm the president of my HOA.
So, how do you do it? What do you do to fill your cup at the end of the day when you are giving and giving and giving to so many other things?
I spend a lot of time with my family. I love my girls. I love my husband. I definitely play as much as I work, though. So my real estate friends, our girls' nights, or just going out, just find time to have fun, too.
All right. Is there anything else you want to do? Or would you say, and is there anything what if you started over, what was one thing that you would have done differently when you started?
One thing I would have done differently. I think I would have set better boundaries at first. I worked 24/7 when I first started, and I felt the burnout quick. So I would have set better boundaries.
How did burnout is super common in real estate. So how did you get past that burnout? Because a lot of people burn out. We all have it in all industries, but you want to quit and you're like, screw this. I don't want to work 24/7.
Yeah.
Who's calling me midnight? Every single agent I know has been called at midnight, and I don't want to call it midnight. And
yeah.
So, but burnout, super, super important. How do you get past it?
I started reading some of the real estate training books. I read $1 Million Agent, I read Ninja Selling, and all of them, that was one consistent thing they talked about, not only just but setting boundaries and having consistent time blocking. And so I just made it a point to start telling my clients, hey, these are times I'm not available. Said I still have your back. If it's an emergency, I'll be there. But, if I don't call you at night, if you call me 9 o'clock at night, I'm probably not going to call you back till 9 o'clock in the morning. And not a single person has really been upset by that. So I think they respect it.
And it is really, really hard. It's so easy to say that I'm going to set boundaries and I'm going to follow them. But especially at the beginning, when you don't have that many clients, you are so nervous. Oh my gosh, if I do this, I'm going to lose them.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, most people, not all people, will respect you for setting those boundaries.
And if they don't respect you, they shouldn't be your client anymore.
Yeah, it's okay to fire clients.
It is.
It is. And it feels really good sometimes. So, well, Nichole, thank you for being here with us. You're an inspiration. You are a powerhouse. You are an amazing friend. And I could just not be more grateful for you to be part of my world every day. And I love, thank you for sharing and letting people see a little piece of the inside of you.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
All right, bye.